It's good that we can get this in now and get this up with the announcement, because I think there's going to be some, you know, some response and some controversy within Bonnaroo world about you guys coming in, and so I'm curious what was your reaction? What were your thoughts when the idea came up for Metallica to play the festival?
Really, it's about the variety, and so the fact that that's starting to happen now in America is great, and the fact that we've been asked to be part of it just seems so natural and obvious. So, I mean, this was one of those, what we in our world called just a no-brainer. It was like, would you like to play Bonnaroo next summer? Yes. Next question. We haven't really done anything in America other than we played at Neil Young's Bridge School benefit a couple of months ago, which is always awesome. And we opened up for a small up-and-coming band from England that you might have heard of called the Rolling Stones. If not, you're going to hear about them soon. And maybe you could even get them to play your festival in Tennessee at some point on one of the side stages, obviously. But so we played, we played with them a couple of years ago. And other than that, we haven't really done anything of note in America for over 3 years. So the fact that the first time that we step out on the stage again in America is, you know, in sort of like a kind of like here we are type of thing. It just seems such an obvious place to do it in something that is, I think, sort of a festival and a situation that brings people from all over the country. That's so cool. You know,
what do you see as kind of the unity, the consistency within the range of these bands? Nobody as hard, you know, nobody that there's been no other band like Metallica that's been there.
It's about time. You know, one thing about Metallica is that we feel that Metallica has always and still to this day sort of exists in its own bubble. You know, we've never really felt part of sort of like a scene. We've never really felt part of a movement. We've always considered ourselves to be kind of a little awkward, a little kind of the underdogs or the kind of the loners or whatever, you know, at school. And you know, we, I don't know, we've always felt pretty comfortable about just going into all these different environments because we never felt that we really represented anything particular. Now, I understand that other people have a far different view of that, and I totally respect that. But in terms of, you know, how we view ourselves, you know, we are first and foremost music fans. That's why, you know, I'm going to walk in there feeling completely at ease and comfortable, and we'll be there for the same reasons that everybody else is there, which is for the love of music. But other than that, dude, I mean, the word of the day is just having fun. How do you feel about the new set of songs? I have a tendency to go to the experience, and so I can tell you the experience of writing and playing these songs. It's been a lot of fun, and the word fun is not, when I think of Metallica in the 90s and the early part, you know, of the 2000s, the word fun is not the first word that comes to mind, and it's just been the last couple of years we've been here, and we show up here, we take our kids to school, and we come down here and we sit around and we listen to riffs, and we go out there and we, you know, jam and we have fun and we interact and we hang out and we play music and we listen to music and we bring in ideas. Things are very, very, very different around here. And I know people probably, they always want to hear the bad shit. They never want to hear when everything's just cool. But everybody in this band, everybody gets along. We have we found like something that really works for us in terms of how to get along, how to interact with each other, how to make music, how to balance our families, how to deal with all the extracurricular stuff in our lives and kind of work Metallica. Everybody's kind of on the same level now, and it's very, very, very drama-free, and psychiatrists and all that stuff, it's years ago.
What to you is the biggest misconception about Metallica?
The biggest misconception is this thing about, you know, Metallica being these Luddites, these anti-progress guys, and these greedy business people. A misunderstanding the point of origin of the kind of the Napster stuff, which was really obviously not about money, not about the internet, not about any of that stuff, but was really about control. I guess we've never felt a big need to kind of explain a lot of stuff, because we always felt that the core group of people that we've shared this experience with knew who we were at heart and knew who, you know, the true identity of who we were. So there was never this need to get defensive. There was never this need to sit down and go, no, we're not this and we're not that and we're really this and all this kind of horseshit. And it just felt like a lot of times if you start playing that game that you're taking the bait. You know, I'm just happy that, you know, there's enough people out there that still think we're somewhat relevant, and we still keep getting invited to cool fucking off-the-chart things like the Bonnaroo experiences and festivals in Europe, and people call us up and say, come and play in South Africa, and Rick Rubin wants to make records with us, and people are still somewhat interested in what we have to say. And after 27, 28 years, that's pretty fucking cool. So those few misconceptions, you know, those are pretty irrelevant.